So due to popular demand, we are back with another accepting every transfer offer challenge video. And today, we are back in the Premier League. We are kicking Jurgen Klopp out of Liverpool and taking over Liverpool to try out the challenge. But before we get into the challenge, let's have a look at the rules of the series. So here are the official rules for the accepting every transfer offers series. Number 1, plain and simple, we must accept every single offer that gets put to us. No ifs, ands, or buts. If a club wants a player, we'll give him to him. Rule number 2, we are permitted from making any signings in the opening transfer window for each season, which leads to rule number 3, we can only sign players in January. This way it makes it interesting because there is players available next season that can be sold on. And finally, rule number 4, it is the goal of the series, it is to win the league title in season 3. Let's get back into the video. I think that's the right sort of name. This name suits this series pretty well, especially because we're with Liverpool. But if you guys are happy that we are turning this into a series, make sure that you leave a like on the video. Can we push for 3,000 likes again? And also make sure that you scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here, on the verge of 100,000 subscribers. So this is our starting 11 for the first season, but obviously it's not going to look anything like this by the time we're done. And we have so many players out on loan, so what I'm just going to be doing, I'm going to be recalling all these players from loan and then transfer listing the entire squad to make sure that we get a lot of transfer offers in and really spice things up a little bit. So here we go. We're going to transfer list everybody and see what offers come in for them now. So 3 transfer offers already. Joe Gomez off to Juventus, it looks like. Daniel Sturridge, 18.5 million to Villarreal. And Lucas Leiva, Crystal Palace, 8 million. Another transfer offer here, Kevin Stewart, Bournemouth, 1.8 million pounds. So a lot more transfer offers already than there was in Barcelona at this stage. A big offer already, Roberto Firmino, Sunderland. Roberto Firmino to Sunderland. What? Fair enough. And then Lucas Leiva, Danny Sturridge, and Joe Gomez have all left the club. Transfer offer for our Hungarian keeper, Adam Bogdan, looks like he is off to Villa Park. There has been so many transfer offers. 10th of August, or 10th of July I should say, and AS Monaco want Divock Origi. Surely they already have enough young talent. And Kevin Stewart is off to Bournemouth for 1.8 million pounds. And there it is, Divock Origi off to AS Monaco, Adam Bogdan off to Aston Villa, and Roberto Firmino off to Sunderland for 25 million. Talk about unrealistic. Transfer offer for our captain, Jordan Henderson, Leverkusen, 16.5 million pounds. Simon Mignolet is the next player to have a transfer offer. Pep Guardiola wants the Belgian keeper. They can have the Belgian keeper. Transfer offer for Lovren. The Croatian centre-back looks like he is off to the Serie A. And Simon Mignolet moves, and so does Jordan Henderson. Oh dear. Felipe Coutinho. Barcelona want the Brazilian. That is so cheap, only 35.5 million, but we have to accept it. Mamadou Sakho. Sevilla want the centre-back. 11.5 million pounds. Felipe Coutinho leaves Anfield off to Barcelona, and Dejan Lovren off to Sassuolo. This has been probably the craziest one of these videos we've had so far. Danny Ings, Spurs, 7.5 million pounds. And Cameron Brannigan looks like he is off to Blackburn for 1.7 million. Another transfer offer in. We're lucky we have so many players in this squad because everybody's being sold. Rotherham United get the young Brazilian midfielder. And Cameron Brannigan, Danny Ings, and Mamadou Sakho have all officially left the club. We're going to need to go on a big spending spree in January. Otherwise, we'll probably be forced into forfeiting some games at this rate. Connor Masterson looks like, or Connor Masterson, looks like he's off to Barnet for a pretty cheap sum. Transfer offer for John Flanagan. Newcastle United get the young right back for 1.6 million. And Allen is off to Rotherham. And then two more player departures. John Flanagan and Connor Masterson officially out of the club. Far out, our squad is looking freaking bare compared to the 45 players we had at the start of this episode. We're really going to have to buy well in January. Transfer offer for Ajaria. Rotherham get another one of our young talents on an absolute bargain. Transfer offer for Connor Randall. Sligo Rovers want him for £160,000. And Ajaria has officially left. And a transfer offer has come in for Huddersfield's playoff hero, Danny Ward. Looks like he's back to the championship, off to Blackburn for 1.1 million. And there it is, Connor Randall is another name to add to the list of departures. And there it is, Danny Ward off to Blackburn. Transfer offer for Shea Ojo. Barnsley, £675,000. No! I thought we were going to get to the end of the window and not lose any more big name players, but it looks like Adam Lallana is off to Bayern Munich for £18.5 million, and Alberto Moreno, Chievo Verona, £3.7 million. And Ojo has officially left to Barnsley. Taiwo Oani, who is coming in for him? This club is, I have no idea who they are, but the young striker looks like he's heading there. Alberto Moreno officially off, and Lallana is officially off. So we're on transfer deadline day here. Taiwo Awani is off officially. Hopefully we don't lose any more players because our squad is looking pretty damn bare. So this is our squad now that the transfer window has ended. We have sold so many players, which is ridiculous. We just need to pray that we get some half-decent results and don't get sacked between now and January. So here we are halfway through the season. We're in the relegation zone. Oh dear, this is not going well at all. Imagine if we got relegated with Liverpool. Now, hopefully with some decent transfers in this transfer window, we can survive another season. But let's get into the transfers. Hopefully we don't lose any more players, and let's just build our squad for this season. So we do have our first transfer offer for this January transfer window. Jordan Williams, Barnett. Looks like we need to go and get another centre back as well. And Jordan Williams has left officially, off to Barnett for 200,000. We're going to bring in our first signing to this Liverpool team, Adrian Rabiot from PSG. A pretty low sum for the amount of money we have, 26.5 million. And as we bring someone in, it looks like Markovic is leaving to Leicester City for 5.5 million. And we're going to bring in a brand new world-class centre-back, Matteo Musacchio from Villarreal, 84 rated, 31 million. Transfer offer for Lloyd Jones, Millwall, £300,000. And Lazar Markovic has officially left to Leicester. And Lloyd Jones is officially off to Millwall. A transfer offer here for Emre Can. Looks like he's headed back to Germany. Borussia Mönchengladbach, 14.5 million. And we are immediately going to make a replacement for Emre Can, depending on whether he leaves or not, but Ilkay Gundogan into the club for 64 million. And Marco Reus is going to be joining the club for 60 million pounds from Borussia Dortmund. Transfer offer here from Leeds, Trent Alexander-Arnold, 1.3 million. And we've signed ourselves a brand new striker, Mauro Icardi from Inter Milan, 85 rated. He's coming in for 60 million pounds. And Emre Can is officially back in Germany. He's at Borussia Mönchengladbach. And Trent Alexander-Arnold has officially moved to Leeds United. So now that we've got a pretty good starting 11, we need to stock up on quality players throughout the squad. Nathan Redmond, it's a typical transfer, a Southampton player to Liverpool. We're going to be signing Kasper Dolberg, absolute beast. He's going to be our new backup striker. Two backup midfield signings here, both from West Ham United. We're stealing from Slaven Village. The first is Czech Kouyaté, and joining Kouyaté is going to be Pedro Obiang, both squad rotation players. Transfer offer here towards the back end of January for Paulo Alves. Looks like he is off to Shrewsbury for 250,000. And that has gone through nice and quickly. And on transfer deadline day, we're going to make 3 signings here for our defense. Dominic Heinz from Cologne, they're all Bundesliga players. Michael Hector from Frankfurt, We're just trying to stock up so that our squad is not going to have to forfeit games. And finally, Fabian Schär, whatever you pronounce it, from Hoffenheim. So this is our squad at the end of this transfer window. We've built it up quite nicely with the signings. Our bench is nice and strong, and we've got a bit of depth in the reserves. So hopefully we keep our job. Hopefully we don't get sacked, and hopefully we don't get relegated. So here we are at the end of the Premier League season. After all 38 games have been played, we're not getting relegated. It's clear to see that the players we bought in the second half of the season helped, and we finish in 9th position. It's going to be interesting next season to see how many players leave, how many we sell, and what the scenario is at the end of that season. We were eliminated in the last 16 of the FA Cup by Leicester, and we didn't even make the last 16 of the EFL Cup. PSG won on penalty shootouts against Juventus in the Champions League final, and finally, Roma, they defeated Man United to win the Europa League. So here we are at the conclusion of Season 1. It looks like, yep, we've kept our job. We get to go all again in Season 2. Hopefully we don't have to forfeit all our games, but let's get into it. So our first transfer offer comes 13 days into the season, and it's for Joel Matip, our starting 11 centre-back. Juventus, £28.5 million. No! I was hoping this wouldn't happen, but a transfer offer comes in for Kasper Dolberg. We signed him last January. He's starting to grow, but now he's off to Stuttgart. And 2 transfer offers in. We're looking very weak now. Swansea come in again for Kasper Dolberg, even though I just accepted one from Stuttgart. And then Bayern Munich want Matteo Musacchio, so our centre-back capabilities have just gotten a lot weaker with Musacchio and Joel Matip looking like they're leaving. And there it is, Joel Matip, the first player to leave this season. Musacchio has officially left as well, so our German centre-backs are going to have to step up big time, and Kasper Dolberg has left. Oh god, a transfer offer as well. Marco Grujic, Newcastle United, 4.4 million. All our big name players are getting transfer offers. Sadio Mane, decent offer from Borussia Dortmund though, 38.5 million. Another transfer offer for Sadio Mane. Red Bull Leipzig, 37 million, so I'd rather him go to Dortmund, but it looks like he's off regardless. So Sadio Mane has gone to Borussia Dortmund, and Marco Grujic has gone to Newcastle. Transfer offer for Andre Wisdom, Middlesbrough, £2 million. Transfer offer for Ben Woodburn, Blackburn, £950,000. No! Another big name transfer, Nathaniel Klein, Barcelona want him for 15 million. And Andre Wisdom has made a quick move to Middlesbrough. And Ben Woodburn has officially left the club to Blackburn. And Nathaniel Klein has officially left the club. He's off to Barcelona for 15 million. So this is our starting 11 after the transfer window. A lot of big name departures. I'm just happy that Icardi, Royce, some of the midfield, our midfield and attack is pretty strong. Our back line is pretty weak, but the main thing I'm worried about, we have 1 reserve. So if we get 2 injuries or suspensions or something like that, we're going to have to be forfeiting a few games. So I wasn't exactly expecting to see this when I simmed to January. Halfway through the Premier League season, we're top. We are top of the Premier League table, 7 points ahead of our Merseyside rivals in Everton. 1 loss all season, so I'm assuming that we haven't had to forfeit any games, which is pretty damn good, but I'm genuinely very surprised to see that. Down the bottom end of the table, Sunderland, QPR, and Norwich are in the drop zone, but now we can go ahead and strengthen our squad, so there's a pretty strong possibility that we're going to win the league this season. And 4 days into the January transfer window, we get a transfer offer. Pedro Obiang, he came last year. Lazio won him for 8.5 million. So Pedro Obiang is off to the Serie A, which means we at the moment have nobody that can play right back and no reserves. Actually, I lie. Chet Kouyaté can play right back. Transfer offer for Brooks Lennon. Now, he's not a player that I'm worried about losing, but as it stands at the moment, if we don't get a player in before our next game, we're going to have to forfeit it. Yeah, alright, so the board won't allow you to lose any more players as your squad size is already quite small. Okay, so I can't accept this transfer offer. We're going to bring ourselves in a brand new centre-back. So a little bit of relief there. It's Marquinhos from PSG coming into our starting 11 as our starting centre-back. So now that we have Marquinhos into the squad, we can accept that transfer offer for Brooks Lennon. And Brooks Lennon has officially left, so we go back to having one reserve. And we have brought ourselves in a brand new starting right back, Alessandro Florenzi from Roma, coming in for £30 million. And another signing, a brand new centre-back, another Roma player, the Greek centre-back Kostas Manolas into the club for £34 million. And a huge signing here, Gareth Bale coming to Anfield. £90 million. We've blown a lot of our budget, but that is a big picker. So we're going to sign a backup striker here to sit behind Icardi just in case injuries and just for insurance sake. Adam Armstrong, £5.5 million from Newcastle United. And we're going to sign another striker. It's virtually just, it's no money at all. Lee Griffiths, former Celtic striker, coming in for a very low price of $3 million. Transfer offer here with 1 day remaining in the January window for Harry Wilson, Millwall, £700,000. So for insurance sakes, we're going to make 3 free agent signings here. Alessandro Giacobbi, Italian left back, coming in. Brighton Manyisa, a South African left midfielder, coming in as well. And finally, the final free agent joining is Ilian Makandazria. Yeah, we're not even going to try attempting that, but he's coming in as well. And Harry Wilson has left the club. He's moving to Millwall. So we have absolutely killed it this season. In a season that I was expecting us to maybe finish mid-table again, we have won the Premier League. 2 losses all season, 8 points ahead of Chelsea, and 20 points ahead of 3rd place Man United and 4th place Everton. That is what I call one hell of a season. We were eliminated in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup by Chelsea, and for the 2nd year straight, we don't even make the last 16 of the EFL Cup. Bayer Leverkusen win the Champions League final. Hopefully we can give it a good crack next season. And Arsenal, they win the Europa League. But just like this season, we're really going to hope that we don't get lots of transfer offers in the first window. But there it is. That's the end of season number 2. Let's get into the 3rd and final season and see how many trophies we can win. So the first transfer offer for the 3rd and final season is for Ryan Kent, Bournemouth, £4.2 million. Pretty disappointed to get this transfer offer. We signed him last January, but it looks like Adam Armstrong is going to be moving to Hertha Berlin. And Ryan Kent has officially moved to Bournemouth. Another transfer offer in here. This time it's for James Milner, headed back to Aston Villa. I'm pretty sure he played there years ago, but in the 3rd season he's leaving. And Adam Armstrong has officially left the club. And we have received a transfer offer for Rabiot. He's been here since season 1. And it looks like Juventus are going to get his signature. And James Milner has officially completed his move to Villa Park. And Rabiot has officially completed his move to Turin. So we finished up the transfer window. Fortunately, it was less frantic than probably all the other ones we've had so far. In January, we're desperately going to need to get a new left back and probably a new centre midfielder. Our squad, stock-wise, it's decent, just can't get shafted with injuries and suspensions, so I'll check in at January. So we have had one hell of a reality check here, virtually halfway through the season, 1 game off halfway through, but we are sitting in 8th position. It's really going to make the second half of this season interesting. That's what the challenge is all about, trying to see how many trophies we can win in the 3rd and final season. So we need to put in a big shift in the January transfer window, hopefully not lose any big name players and get the Premier League title. We're like 13 points off 1st place, so it's going to be very, very difficult, but you know what? We'll give it a good shot. So we haven't had any transfer offers as of yet, which I guess is a good thing. I don't know, it doesn't really matter, but we've brought in 2 signings here. Miralem Pjanic is the first one, £45 million for the Bosnian from Juventus. And then David Alaba. There's no other choice. You have to go for David Alaba when you have cash to splash and you want to get a top quality left back. So the Bayern Munich man coming to Liverpool as well. And we are going to get a brand new left midfielder just in case something happens to Marco Reus. Vitolo from Sevilla, £20 million, a great pickup. So that's the end of the January transfer window. The first time in this video, it's happened before in this series, but the first time today that we haven't had a single offer in the window. So this is the squad we will be working with for the rest of the video. One hell of a team. It is absolutely gun. Even our reserves are pretty damn good. So I'm excited to see where we finish. Can we pull off an incredible comeback and win the league? We'll have to wait and see. We were not able to pull off an absolute miracle. Yes, we did improve on our standings. We finished in 5th position, but Chelsea absolutely crushed the league. They only suffered 4 losses all season. They finished on 86 points. So we haven't won every single trophy, but let's check out how we went. So we lost in the Community Shield, so that's 0 from 2. How about the FA Cup? Damn it, we were eliminated in the round of 16 by Manchester United, so that's 0 from 3. How about the Capital One Cup or the EFL Cup? Damn it, why can we never get past the round of 16 in the EFL Cup? That's 0 from 4. The Champions League is our final opportunity. Yes, we got 1 trophy, and it's arguably the biggest one of all. We defeat Barcelona in the Champions League final on penalty shootout. So I would still say that this challenge was a failure. 1 trophy from 5 in our final season. But regardless, I think it's been pretty good fun. So if you guys enjoyed today's accepting every transfer offer challenge video with Liverpool, make sure that you leave a like on the video. And also make sure, as I said earlier, that you scorpion kick that subscribe button. So freaking close to 100,000 subscribers. Quickly fellas, also make sure you check out my second channel, Jared Plays, if you haven't already. I've started to post a lot more content on that channel, so a different variety of games from FIFA. Definitely check it out. But anyways fellas, that will conclude here. I hope you have a fantastic day. It's been JarradHD. I'm out. Peace.